I think it's themselves, because at the moment they are the only ones consistently performing at a level. They're not recreating football and we're looking at it, oh my God, free-flowing football, brilliant. But they're doing enough to win week in, week out. And we see that yesterday. And we talk about how they're over-reliant on set piece, etc. Yeah, their goals come. But it's a second phase. It's not directly from the set piece. The ball comes in. It's not first contact that goes in. The ball, Gabriel's trying to make contact with the ball. It comes back to Eze and he strikes it in. So it's not a direct from that set piece. So it's way you want to see it, look it up. When does a set piece kind of move out of the way? Because the ball come in, we know about Declan Rice delivery into the box, fantastic. When the ball comes back, they're just there first to react.
Well, it was another clean sheet. All right, so we talk about set piece. We also need to talk about their defence. They've only conceded 3 goals. The record is 15 from Jose Mourinho's Chelsea 20 years ago. Well, in fact, 21 it'll be by the end of the season. It was 2004, 2005. Can Arsenal beat that record?
When you even think about that, right? When you think about 15 goals going in, it's actually quite phenomenal, scary.
38 games, that's incredible.
Incredible, but now you're looking at it in Arsenal. The thing is, Arsenal just don't look like they're going to concede. They look so solid all the way across their back four. To have a rare in goals, arguably, we could potentially be one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Yes, it's easy to say about Alisson when he's fit and Donnarumma, etc. But that rare is right in the hat up there. It's phenomenal. I just feel like overall, Arsenal have got everything, every position covered, ×2. So if someone's injured, someone can come in. I just feel like collectively now, they're on the right path to the number 1 spot.
Well, loads of people are getting in touch. We've had this voice note from Terry.
Tell from Clerkenwell. Gabriel's a good player, a very, very good player. And these last 18 months is excelled for us, excelled. I think he's a really important player for us. And if he was to get injured, I think we would really, really suffer for it. Saliba, I don't know what's going on with him this season. He's just, I don't know, he just looks broken down. I just hope we don't lose either of them because I think that would cost us dearly.
Thank you, Eltel. Your response to that?
We've got Mascara that comes in. When one's injured, he does a fantastic job. That comes in there as well.
In Capier, who's been injured.
That's what I mean. But do you know what? You look at it though, and as much as Eltel says that he's worried if one of them gets injured, Mikel Arteta's created a squad. So when one does get injured, someone can come in and replace him. And because at the moment, as a team, nobody's really dropping off.
Well, we're asking Gabriel, the best player in the Premier League right now. What do you think?
Listen, he's right up there, and I can understand why, because he's...
You can see the 3 that we've chosen, because this is on form so far this season.
But
Haaland, Semenyo and Gabriel.
I can see that, right? At the moment, it's a rock of Arsenal's defence. But as football fans and football people that watch, you always get drawn to the person who puts the ball in the net. And that's why...
He's been doing that, though.
Yeah, but that's why Haaland's at the top. And that's why, because of his goal-scoring form. But Gabriel has been the rock for Arsenal's back four.
Surprised that it's him rather than Saliba that's being for that poll, because for the last couple of seasons, everyone said Saliba's their best defender.
But that's why I think that's where people say, are you surprised? No, because Gabriel's there. He's the one that fits them all in. Is he the one that makes Saliba look better? That's the question. That's the question. Does he make Saliba look better, or does he make Saliba perform? Listen, I think the biggest thing is he's just signed a new deal, hasn't he, Saliba, till 2029, and for them to build their partnership, and arguably, if Arsenal have got to win something, but them two could be arguably be in the hat for the 2 strongest centre-half pairings in the Premier League.
Is there one concern, though? Right? Lack of goals from open play. Right? Only 3 teams have scored fewer goals in open play. They've only got 5 so far, OK? So they're actually 14th equal, but only 3 clubs have scored fewer, if you know what I mean. And they're top of the league. So you'd kind of think of that stat wouldn't be for the team top of the league. Is that a major concern? If opposition clubs finally work out how to deal with the set pieces, that Arsenal might struggle? I think the concern is for the others, that they found a solution to stop it. And maybe they've just found a weakness in every team they come up against at the moment. So, yeah, of course, they'd probably like to score more goals in play. But I go back to it, Tom, what's a set piece? The goal at the weekend, ball comes in, it was not first contact. So when does that kind of set piece come out of it? Because I would say it's not really from a set piece at the weekend. See, I would class that as a set. I mean, if it's
why though? If it's not first contact.
If it's clear to the halfway line, and it's still part of The second balls and stuff is still part of it, isn't it?
They just
It's
reacted
different
first.
if it's cleared.
That's what I mean, but for me, I just think they just ball come down to as they reacted first as a goal 1-0. I think sometimes you overanalyse it and overlook it. Ultimately, Arsenal are finding a way to continue to win. Whether they perform top 100% or they don't, they'll win. So as much as you talk about, that's plan A, etc., they're finding ways to win games of football. And if that's from set pieces, corners, free kicks, long throws, whatever it is, they've got a group of players there that want to put the ball in the back of the net from set pieces. We see a lot of people that don't want to and don't want to attack the ball. Arsenal have got that in abundance.
I always say to people, if you've got a problem with Arsenal scoring from set pieces and you don't like it, well, figure out a way to defend against it then. Rather than conceding every week. Every time Arsenal have a set piece, they're causing you all sorts of problems. If it's that basic and it's that simple and it's easy to stop, then do it. And nobody's been able to at the moment.
Harry, right now, who is the best player in the Premier League?
Based on the options that you presented, I'm going to pick Gabriel for sure. Mikel Arteta said on Friday that he wants his centre halves to be decisive in both boxes, and I don't think there's anyone more decisive in both boxes right now than Gabriel, whether it's goals, whether it's heading the ball back across the face of goal, which he's done on a few occasions this season to team others. We saw the flick on for Trossard. We saw the assist that he got against Atletico Madrid the other night by doing something similar. So for me, he's just having a real impact at both ends of the pitch, and there is not a centre-half in world football right now that I would swap him for. I know there'll be people watching this or listening to this and saying, what about Virgil van Dijk and all the rest of it? I'm talking about current form. Gabriel is performing at an incredible level. And as far as centre-halves go, for me, no one's near him at the minute.
But Harry, he's doing everything you expect from a centre-half. Or like you would say, people, what about Virgil? At this precise moment, in both boxes, he is doing what you want from your main centre-half. I did say earlier, and you see Arsenal every week, I think at times he makes Saliba better. And it's easier to pass over Gabriel because Saliba's a younger one and just signed the new deal. But for me, maybe he's the pivotal one.
He better one over the course of last season, and he's been the better one at the start of this season again. And that's not to diminish Saliba's level because Gabriel's just been outstanding. But the thing that I always feel people don't notice with Gabriel is that we've seen for a couple of seasons, for longer than that, 3-4 seasons, Arsenal's tendency to use their left back in a variety of ways, whether that's having them going up the pitch, coming inside, joining in with the midfield. And what people don't realise is that Arsenal are able to do that because Gabriel can cover big spaces. It's always Gabriel that has to go out and fill in the space that's left by the left back. It's nobody else. So not only does he play as a centre-half, he plays like a makeshift left back at times as well. And to have that athleticism and standing of the game to be able to do both of those things simultaneously, even against some of the world's best teams, that goes under the radar for me. He's a top centre-half.
If anyone's going to stop you winning the Premier League, who will it be?
Well, I know everybody keeps saying Arsenal. I feel like there is... Look, Arsenal are rightly the favourites, and I understand why they're the favourites, and they should be the favourites based on the way things are looking right now. But I'm not writing off the other two. I'm sorry. You can say I'm sitting on the fence or whatever. That's not what I'm doing. I'm being realistic, and I'm respecting the level that those two teams, Liverpool and Man City, for me, are capable of hitting.